Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie's Hair. Yesterday I went to Estetica's showroom to film a live on Instagram with them, and I got to try these two new heat-friendly wigs that are currently on pre-sale over at frannieshair.com. They'll be shipping April 17th. I fell in love with these styles and I had to show you them as soon as possible. Just adorable. So I'll be reviewing those for you today. And if you came to the live yesterday, thank you. And congratulations to Carol, who won her choice of a free Estetica wig. All right, so let's get to these wigs. Okay, so we're going to start with Clover, and I'm going to start with the color 1226CH. Now, this is not the first time I opened this box. When I was at Estetica yesterday, I did open it and put it on for the live, but I haven't styled it at all, haven't used any product on it. So it's basically out of the box, but I did put it on already. I always like to let you know. Okay, so let's start with looking at the cap. Okay, so you have an extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab, a full mono top, open wefting. You have material ear tabs here. Then you have an extended velvety or felty nape there, very comfortable, and Velcro adjusters. And as far as stretch goes, there is some stretch. Now, when I was trying on wigs with Tara, she has a slightly larger head than I do. She said that she finds the heat-friendly versions of the Estetica wigs fit more snugly than the non-heat friendly version. So I just thought I'd let you know that. Now, where the adjusters are right now is they are in a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them all the way out and put them on because that will give me a better idea of fit so I can let you know how it's fitting me. All right, and let's try her on. I love this style. I already know that because I put it on yesterday. Make sure it's all even. My ear tabs are even. Look at this adorable, flirty, fun style. Just little waves, the little curtain bang here, and you could make it a full-on bang if you want to. I don't even know if I'd have to trim it, maybe a teensy bit there, but you could do the full-on bang. And actually with a full-on bang, you know, put it behind your ear too. Get that little wave. Yeah, you could do something like that. Really cute. Okay, before I play with it too much, it's just too much fun. I'm going to spin for you and show you this adorable style. And this seems to be such a popular style right now. This shorter, maybe mid-length, I don't know what you consider it, style with a little bit of waves and texture, and it looks great on so many face shapes. Just love this. And even though it's heat friendly, it's going to take less maintenance because it's not rubbing on my clothing. And I do find that the Estetica heat friendly wigs seem to wear better than some of the other brands. And I'd love to hear from you. If you wear heat-friendly wigs, do you find that certain brands hold up better? I think it's great if we share with the community what we're learning as we're wearing these wigs, and I love learning from you too. Okay, so let's talk about the style and measurements here. As I said, this is a fun little flippy kind of style. You can change it up. You can add heat to it. It is heat friendly. As far as the measurements go, let me first give you my measurements. My circumference is 21 inches. Ear to ear, I'm 12 inches. Forehead to nape, I'm 13 inches. My face is 8 inches long. My forehead is 3 inches. My neck is 3 inches. And the width of my face at the widest point is 10 inches. I give you all of those measurements so you can compare them to your measurements and have a better idea of how a wig is going to look and fit on you. Now, if you don't know how to take those measurements, no worries. I actually have 2 videos out now showing you how to do that. I put out a video recently with my sister where I show you my 5-step assessment program for how to find wigs that work for your face. And in it, I show you how to take measurements. I'll link that below. And also, I have a video just showing you how to take those measurements. It's important that you take the measurements the same way I take them. That way, the comparison will be a better comparison. All right, so let's talk about the measurements for this wig. The crown is 9.5 inches. The sides, 7.5 inches. The nape, 2.5 inches. The bang, 5.5 inches. So I have a 3-inch forehead. It seems even a little bit shorter than 5.5. Maybe 5.5. I think 6 inches is right around here on me, so that seems right. So if I did want a full-on bang, I'd probably trim it a little bit. And she weighs just 3.1 ounces. She feels nice and light. As far as fit goes, I understand what Tara's saying. Estetica wigs do have a lot of stretch. This seems to have a little bit less stretch than their pure stretch wigs. It does have a monofilament top. And whenever you have those kinds of features, that part of the wig doesn't stretch. And it's fitting me quite comfortably. I don't think that I would have to change where the adjusters are. So there is some stretch. I'm going to say this goes to a true average. Now, as far as permatease, there may be some around here. If there is, it's not a lot, maybe just for style and hiding wefting. You're not going to have any on the top where there's monofilament. Now let me show you the lace front. Impeccably done. Beautiful. And the mono top, you can part her anywhere. So let me just change this part and show you that you can part her anywhere. I try to see in my camera, but it's not always easy. Hopefully you can see there that you can change the part. All right, now let's take a look at the ear tabs and the coverage you get. So anything sticking out like right here is my hair, that little bit of gray, but you get really great coverage. It comes down right to the ear here, and let's just check and see if it's sitting. I have some space between the bottom of the cap, I don't know if you can see it, and the top of my ear, which is very important because if it sits on the top of my ear, it can rub and cause irritation, but no problem with this one. And I think my hair grows more forward on this side, but you can still see the great coverage. All right, now let's take a look at the glasses. Under the ear tabs, I feel it a little bit. I think I would wear it over the ear tabs. Yeah, definitely over the ear tabs is easier. And let's talk about this color, 1226CH. So I often wear the 1226 RT4. This one is not rooted, and the CH stands for chunky highlights. So you're going to have a medium brown in there that you can see and chunky gold highlights. Really pretty color. And for you ladies who don't like rooting, this is great for that. Now, as far as how I'd wear this, you could definitely take some clips and put the sides back if you want to. That'd be really cute. Or put a headband on. So cute with a headband. How great is that? And of course, just wearing it down, and you can play with it, zhuzh it up a little bit, get some more volume and some more flippy fun. Yesterday when I was at Estetica, we were talking about spring and what we like for spring and do our styles change. And spring always makes me think about things coming alive again and flowers and romance and flirtiness. So wigs with the little waves that flip out or some curls or waves, to me, that's very springy. Where in the winter, I like more structured styles, things with more density. So this really goes with the spring style for me. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, here we are outside. 1226CH. Hopefully you can see those chunky highlights there. And by the way, this is a warm color. I always like to tell people a warm highlighted color, not rooted. Let me take you around the head. So great. All right. And let's walk through the house. And I think the back has a cute little stacked part also as well. So pretty. And I mentioned that the back is stacked, which adds just another piece to how this wig moves and looks. That whole flirtiness, I love it. Okay, I loved this wig so much that I got it in 2 colors. I'm going to show it to you in R30, 28, 26 next. Okay, here it is in R30, 28, 26. I have always loved this color. So pretty. Again, not rooted, heat friendly, lace front, mono top. It's just the same wig in a different color, but I'll show you. There you go. How adorable is this? Whenever I find a wig that is throw on and go, that I know is going to be lower maintenance because it's shorter like this, even if it's heat friendly, because I tend to like the look of heat friendly fibers better. They're less shiny and more natural looking, I would say. I still do wear regular synthetics and I'll use a dry shampoo. And over time, they do lose their shine and I use them as my workhorse wigs. But when a wig is this length and so easy, it's a no-brainer for me. That's why I got 2. All right, I'm going to spin and show this to you. So adorable. Oh. And I could put it behind my ear if I want to. Tamp it down a little bit. If I want a straighter look, that could be really cute. Even curl it in like that. Or again, just really go with the playful flirtiness of it. All right, I'm going to take this color outside for you. Okay, R30, 28, 26, not rooted. You can see there, you got the nice red with some golden highlights in there. You take you around my head. And through the house. I think I actually match the house right now. Let's go through the house. And you can see these little flips, so flirty. If you watched my video with my sister where we were doing the 5-step assessment process for figuring out which wigs will work best for your face, in looking at this wig, this length is great for somebody who has a longer, thinner face because you get your volume out here and it'll draw the eye out and make your face look wider, so it'll balance that more. Also, if you have a stronger jawline, having the volume out here around the jawline will soften that as well. And it's really just a great length and style for so many face shapes. Okay, so let's look at the next style. This is Phoenix in Sunlit Blonde. This is a longer style, heat friendly also. And we'll take a look at the cap first. All right. So here we go. Now, the Clover has a mono top so you can change your part, but it does come with the center part, which I really like. We were talking about it yesterday on the live, and I feel like a center part somehow gives a more youthful look. Some people like it, some people don't, but with Clover you can change it because it's a full mono top. Okay, so here you have your extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab. You have your left side mono part. I don't know if you have permatease in there. If you do, it's not much. I'm not really feeling a lot. This is pretty low density, this wig. You have your material ear tabs here, your open wefting. Let's check the stretch. This one seems to have a little more stretch to me than Clover did. Your velvety nape here and your Velcro adjusters, which again are in a little bit, so I'm just going to move them out so I can give a more accurate assessment. Okay, and let's put her on. So pretty. Love this. And this one has these light waves, which is really nice. Here, I'm going to just spritz it with a little bit of water, get those waves activated there. Look how pretty. And I love the bang and the layer up there. All right, let me spin first and show it to you. I don't know if I combed it back there. Really pretty, right? Okay, so let's look at Fenix, and that's F-E-N-I-X. Okay, so she's heat friendly, left mono part, which you can see here. She has the lace front. Let me show you that. Really well done. Okay, her crown is 12 inches. Her sides, 11 inches. Her nape, 10 inches. And her bang is 8 inches. So that bang piece there is 8 inches, which is the length of my face. Let me just see here. Yeah, it's the length of my face there. So, again, if I wanted a full-on bang, I definitely have to trim it. But I really like the way this just comes back into the waves. I wouldn't touch it. All right, the color Sunlit Blonde is a cool, rooted color. I think you can see that there. And it's described as a soft blend of sandy blonde, lightest blonde, and ice blonde with a light golden brown root. So hopefully you can see all of those colors in there. So beautiful. All right, now let's look at the ear tab. Again, good coverage. And I didn't tell you about fit, which I will. Not sitting on the top of my ear there. Excellent. I actually feel like there's more room between my ear and the cap on this wig than on Clover. There you go. There's the coverage. A little bit of my hair showing through. With this color, I could probably even pull out my hair on the sides because it would blend, even though it doesn't match exactly. Okay, ways you could wear this. You could put this in a ponytail if you wanted to. You have plenty back there, and you have these little pieces that would come around the face. Remember, my face is 8 inches, so that's where it comes to on me. If you have a shorter face, these pieces would come longer. If you have a longer face, they would come shorter. That's the beauty of knowing your measurements. Also, I could put a headband in her. Really adorable as well. I like that. I forgot to say when I had it in the ponytail that you could also put her up in some sort of updo and have these pieces out. So much you can do with this length and with this style. And of course you can use heat and curl her more or straighten her out, whatever you would like to do with her. All right, let's try the glasses on. Under the ear tabs, perfectly comfortable. Over the ear tabs, also comfortable. I forgot to mention density on both of these. These are both lower density. Did I mention the weight on Fenix? 3.88 ounces for this length hair. So both of them are lower density. As far as permatease, not really feeling any. If there's some, might be a little bit around here. Just maybe adding to the volume and hiding some wefting, but not much at all. Okay, as far as fit goes, she's fitting me. I could actually take this one in a little bit. So Fenix feels a little bit bigger to me than Clover did, and she has a little bit more stretch. So I would say she could even go above true average a little bit. Now this is just my best guess based on how it's fitting me because I only have my size head to try it on, but I can tell you which are looser on me than others or more snug than others. And I would say that this one is not as snug as Clover. Okay, let's take this color outside. Okay, Sunlit Blonde, here we go. You can see the rooting there and hopefully the different shades of icy blonde and sandy blonde. Got a little breeze going here. To me, this is a romantic kind of style with these light waves. Coming through the house in the different lighting. So pretty. Okay, so there you have it. 2 new heat-friendly wigs from Estetica. I think they're both winners. I love them both. Don't forget to let me know in the comments how you find heat-friendly wigs by different brands wear. I'm really interested in that. Also, don't forget that these are on pre-sale right now over at frannieshair.com, and they start shipping on April 17th. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.